In a warehouse somewhere in southern Seattle, a woman with a shaved head and a leather jacket paces back and forth. Massaging her shoulder, she works it in circles. I got Curly's hard drive at least. When I tried to talk, he just started shooting. Little Toby's getting antsy. Didn't spill anything about Lila, but she was there. Last night or two. They must be working with her. The short-haired man beside her scoffs, picking at his fingernails with a toothpick. Great. Get to smash all their heads in. Right, Jenny? The smaller woman to his left cocks her head, but says nothing. The bald woman stops pacing and stares across the warehouse into the shadows. I don't want to kill him. He still belongs with us. Always has. But he stands in our way. She flips the black knife in her hand and stows it in her boot. We can finally show Toby what he's been missing out on.
Oh boy. Almost time for some fisticuffs, I feel.
I know what fear looks like. You're dripping in it.
You remember?
I do.
Hedgehog. Good evening, travelers, and welcome back to the court. The Jester Princes, I'm your storyteller, Jonas Tintenseher, and we are playing Vampire the Masquerade V5, Midnight Gravity. Joining me tonight, our straight arrow pistolero, Andrew Frost.
My name is Antonio Stregano, and it's always been my job to remember.
Damn! What a good line. Andrew, take a point of willpower.
Yeah!
Our pocket prophet, Sky Swanson.
Hi, the great Indian bustard is a large bird found in the Indian subcontinent. They can get up to 4 feet tall and weigh 33 pounds.
Wow.
Our humanist pugilist, Seth.
Reggie.
Forgot. Our humanist pugilist, Seth Coveyou.
All right, let's go again. Deja vu, baby. I'm like Timothy Foster.
With how many necks you're breaking, you might as well play Reggie.
Our tarnished guitarist, Rachel Kordell.
I'm Mars, and tonight's song is Venus by Bananarama.
She's got it.
She's got it. Ooh, baby, she's got it.
At Herb Chambers, we got it.
And our skeptical spectacle, Casey Reardon.
I play Mathias Wilson. Are you thirsting for a Thurston fact?
Yeah.
So thirsty.
I'll get my straw.
Slurp, slurp.
Howard Thurston's will had a few interesting details in it, including that his wife, Paula Frances Thurston, forfeit his estate unless she kept a secret agreement between them. If she failed to do so, the money from selling the estate would go to build a mausoleum in Columbus. The will does not make clear who the arbiter of said agreement was.
Ooh, could be anyone.
There's
Could
some
be the
last
arbiter
second
from Halo.
being shitty to woman action. You'll love to see it.
Oh, it gets
We
worse.
don't know.
Oh!
Were it so easy.
We just don't know.
Last time on Midnight Gravity, the coterie reconvened at the Double Tap to escape the incoming police presence after Mars and Timothy's scrap with Evelyn, and were again interrupted by the beautiful, pointy-bearded Elliot Hargrave, also known to some as Mr. Orpheus. Elliot tried to convince the coterie that he had only the best of intentions for Mars, but was swiftly forced to reveal his true self by a crashing van into him. You know, that sentence wasn't good, but I don't know how to make it better.
I like it. We're going to stick with it.
Hard to add gravitas to a hit and run.
Yeah, it is. Elliot recovered and attempted to adjust everyone's recollections of the evening, but there was one member of the coterie who, with a double critical, knows exactly what Elliot just did. Hedgehog.
No.
What is hedgehog?
Really?
Yeah, what's that, Chuck?
It's okay.
I mean, it's like a little guy, like a little...
No, I know what a hedgehog is.
I don't know if I'm ready to explain that.
Why didn't you just ask him what a hedgehog is?
I told
I didn't
you
even explain that.
at Elysium, he's fucking with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes he changes our memories or makes us feel or do things, and hedgehog is just our little code phrase for when we don't know that it's happening. Antonio, I don't actually remember the details. I just know what I remember right now isn't right. Can you elucidate, please?
Happily. Elliot came. Well, we came to Elliot, and Elliot did approach and try to take Mars. Mars was very willing. I don't think any domination was used at that point, but there definitely seems to be some kind of effect that he has on you.
God, thought we were fucking out.
I shake my head. I don't even know what that means.
He has to talk, and while me and Mathias and Timothy all said that you didn't want to, and you said you didn't want to, it ended up just going to the wayside, and you went to go speak with him. That's when Timothy plowed into their car with the van.
Right.
No fucking way.
That doesn't really sound that far off.
On one hand, a very abrupt and ill-thought-out move, but on the other hand, that was pretty fucking sick.
Oh, is that how my ankle got turned this way?
Brutal.
Yeah, hold on, we can...
Did you hit me with your van?
Actually, you noticed the van before any of us. I saw you look off to the side, and then you just put him in a bear hug.
Oh,
Oh.
Reggie, you tried to reverse save him, says Venus.
You mean like kill him?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have killed him.
Car probably wouldn't kill him, but you know, that was sweet of you.
That is true. Car's not a steak. Can't go through the heart.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a real pointy car.
Also, it's not wooden.
Like the one from Speed Racer.
Or the Batmobile.
Yeah, the Batmobile could go sure. Oh, wait.
Oh, I get that reference.
So what does this mean?
It means he's still has some kind of hold on you, us? I don't know.
Lou Grand School was driving the car.
Lou Grand's ghoul?
Well, we already knew they were working together.
Right. Fuck.
Yeah, she's got some like superpowers or something.
Sorry, this is maybe something that has been explained and I missed it, or maybe I forget it. Who knows? But when you say that you thought you broke ties, I had initially thought that that was more of a socially, not he had a physical grip on you. What did you think you did to try and break that?
I thought the social break was enough. He was our manager. He's been our manager since he embraced, well, she looks at them, all of us. And it's since then, you know, it was just kind of, we were just doing this band thing the entire time. And we just had enough of the bullshit. So we basically, well, publicly said that we were separating. And there wasn't much that they could do about it.
Mars, have you told them about the earworm?
The earworm? No. I mean, I have a song in my head. I don't know. I've never really thought to brought it up.
You guys said the music was weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this effect that happens when you guys play.
Yeah. So we can kind of hear each other's songs in our heads. And, well, so can he.
But I thought we stopped that.
Yeah, we tried. We put up a wall.
Are you saying it didn't work?
I mean, I'm just looking at what happened tonight, Mars.
I don't think it's just tonight either.
Mathias,
Yes.
roll intelligence plus occult for me.
Okay. I love being impaired.
Oh, you are impaired. I'm going to refresh you a willpower for playing into your impairment last session,
Oh,
as you
awesome.
love to do.
I'll do it as well.
Not you, Reggie.
Fuck.
Actually, I don't know. Do you think trying to grab him into the van
Yes.
was an impairment
Yeah.
move?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly?
Yeah. 100%. 1,000%. No, not at all. God, but
I don't know. I mean, that could be the result of bad judgment.
no, that was Reggie thinking a little more clearly.
Wait, hold on. Would bad judgment necessarily mean that Reggie's impaired?
That's true. Wait, hold on. When Reggie's impaired, they
thought
make
it was
good
a good idea.
decisions.
Hold on a second. He thought it was a good, but that is actually a bad decision, which makes him impaired. But that makes he only makes bad decisions. But it was a good idea to.
Matthias.
It's going to be 3 successes.
On 3 successes.
Oh, you could willpower reroll though.
You go right back to being impaired.
Lose immediately. Loser. No, I don't think I will.
As they're describing, they're saying music, the song in their heads, being able to hear each other's. Antonio's mentioning the weird effect on the music. You're thinking back to playing the harmonica at Jimmy. You read something recently that ticks a spark in your memory of the many occult things you have studied over the years. Heard stories about these kindred with this kind of musical thing going on. It's all starting to click together. Something about bloodlines.
This might not necessarily mean anything to any of you, but when I got the chance to look into the alchemical book, I happened upon a couple of footnotes about different bloodlines that kind of veered off the normal. One of those was the Daughters of Cacophony, which, based off of what we've been seeing with all of you and Elliot, I have a feeling that you all stem from that bloodline. What that means, I'm not exactly sure. It was more of a footnote than anything else in the book, but...
Cacophony definitely is appropriate.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what that means.
I can look more into it, but...
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Mars,
Yes, Jonas.
roll to resist frenzy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
you just wanted me to say those words, so she'd have to roll to resist frenzy.
That's correct. Yes, you've
Oh.
you've deduced my expert plan.
I didn't think it would be that easy.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 5.
Oh, 5.
On
Nice.
5,
You frenzy.
you frenzy. Even harder. A critical success.
Sorry, DC 8.
Yeah, critical success, yes.
Mars does not move her lips, but all of you begin to hear emanating as though from the walls of the room this haunting siren song. And as it emanates, it flows back to you, Mars, and you can tell Venus and Mercury as well. A 3-part harmony, different movements of one piece layered on top of each other. Not distressing, but still eerie, giving you that sense of the time abyss that often comes with looking into the history of kindred. It goes on for a few measures and then fades away, and you are cognizant of it, Mars, as soon as you start hearing it. We know that it's coming from you and your band. Whoa, that was cool.
Is that what you guys hear all the time?
Sometimes, yeah. That's the 3 of them song.
Who's the 3?
I don't know yet.
Oh, cool. Okay.
What's that face, Mars?
It's a song. The first time we heard it, we went and got a tarot reading with Runa.
Yeah. Runa's great.
Well, several, I suppose. And yeah, I don't know. There were these like visions, something about a siren, something about a wedding, something about a tower associated with the 3 of us. I don't know. It's just kind of been haunting us since then. And probably before that, honestly. We just weren't aware of it.
Can you be more specific on the details of the reading?
Sure. So, I mean, when Runa did our reading, there were these 3 visions. The first one, associated with me, was basically this siren singing on rocks over this shore with crashed ships and drowned sailors, like faces in the water. The next one that Mercury saw was this political wedding of some kind with these like rival war bands. But the thing was that Mercury, well, she sang so beautifully that they made her queen. And then the third one was Venus, but she was trapped in a tower for a long time. And basically the only way to keep herself sane was by singing to herself, but it kind of drove her crazy because she thought other people were singing, and so she started singing with them.
It was kind of nice, but yeah, it was scary.
But eventually the tower crumbled and she was free.
Sky, could you please roll Resolve plus Auspex?
I don't like how you pick on me. And I don't like how this goes off camera as well. Jonas is always making me roll for things, and it's very stressful.
I mean, there are diceless RPGs out there if you want. I even wrote one, actually, but we're playing Vampire right now, so.
Alright, Resolve. Auspex. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh!
That's a bestial.
That's a bestial, baby.
Okay.
Swings.
Because I'm impaired.
You're impaired.
Reggie, as Mars is describing these, you are getting flashes of the visions she's describing. You see water filtering up through the floorboards of the green room here, and the drowned faces staring up at you, pale and bloated. You see the rival war bands, the wedding, the icy chill of the snow, the torches flickering around you, crowds bumping and pushing you. You see the tower and the castle, the voices reverberating off the walls, almost so loud that they take physical form, apparitions walking around you. And when the tower crumbles and you return to the green room, those visions do not quite go away. You're going to take your Malkavian compulsion of delusion as reality gets a little bit fuzzy for you in this room.
Fun.
So for the rest of the scene, you're just still seeing water dripping, drowned faces, torches and people bumping you, and apparitions and crumbling buildings.
But I don't know really what any of that means.
Could be others from the bloodline.
Could be the origin of your bloodline.
I mean, I suppose. The siren kind of makes sense, but
Well, they all had to do with singing.
it's true.
Now, what I'm not understanding is Mars was under some kind of compulsion. You two weren't.
I can't say we're definitely not affected. It is hard not to do what Elliot says when he comes around, but he also is obsessed with Mars, and Venus and I were just accessories, I guess.
Don't say that.
You're
Well-
more than that.
No, obviously I take ownership of responsibility myself. I'm saying to Elliot, we're not the same level as you are. I don't care what he thinks. I'm just saying that's what it seems like.
No, yeah, I'll be honest, I just meant that in his context, so I don't know. Never mind.
Who was it that made the choice to leave? Was it a group decision, or was it spurred on by one of you primarily?
It's kind of a group decision. I mean, yes, it was a group decision. It just took a long time.
I wanted to get us out, but it wasn't until, you might have seen on the news, Mars kind of leapt off stage in the middle of a show and, attacked this guy who was beating up his girlfriend.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds familiar.
that was the breaking point. Everything just blew up and we just kind of cracked, and we...
When you suddenly have an image of not being okay with, I guess, women being abused, it's really a lot easier to make that a personal image when you're subjected to it. You know?
Understandable.
There was an interview and it went kind of viral, so we used that momentum to break away.
I think right now I'm still trying to see why Mars.
Believe me, we've been trying to figure that out for a long time.
I think the bigger question here is Elliot's interest in Mars purely for this, for his obsession, or is it also held on to by the fact that we are the closest ones to the Oculus right now? Or is Lou just using him because she knows that he can manipulate you?
I don't know necessarily if Lou is using him. They've both been here forever.
Reggie, what was your conversation with Lou?
And Elliot.
Oh, is that sorry, thought there was more to that. And Reggie kind of turns and goes, no, not now. And waves off one of the ghosts that they're seeing right now.
As someone who actively sees ghosts, I'm very confused.
Yeah, you see what other people see you do sometimes. Is just waving. Reggie just waving at empty space.
Well, there was a song, and I didn't have a whole lot of choice
I'm sorry.
to not follow it. I think you guys were there for that part, though.
We were.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Sorry, things are a little fuzzy right now. Mary was a good bite.
Mary?
Yeah, the ghoul with the superpowers.
Okay.
But anywho, they were asking for information on you guys. Well, cat's out of the bag.
What did you say?
Not so much as said, but read. So maybe a little bit better. Huh?
Reggie.
That didn't answer the question, Reggie.
Yeah, I know it didn't.
Reggie.
Yeah?
We
Wait, are you a
understand.
ghost? No, you're
No.
Okay, no, you're not.
I'm Antonio.
Okay, hi, Antonio.
Hi, Reggie. We understand the kind of sway those people have. And we understand that it's not entirely your fault.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Lou?
Oh, I've seen Lou many times. I've been in Seattle. Well, Mathias and I have been in Seattle for quite a while. But please just be honest. Tell us what you told them. What degree? How much do they know about the Midnight Door?
Well, they know everything that I know about it. So, we can interpret it that way. And I don't know a lot. So...
You don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
All right. So,
Look, man, I didn't want to be there, okay? Like, I was about to...
I know you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't want to be there. Look, I'm tired of being, jostled around by these hot people. But, it just... it just kind of happened,
It's not easy. I know.
how long have you been talking with Elliot for?
That kind of catches Reggie a little bit. Was hoping they could just kind of coast past that right there. He's called on me before.
How long?
Does that matter?
Yes.
Yes. Please.
Why? Why does that matter?
Reggie, please.
God, you guys are as bad as the ghost and the building over there. Well, funny story. I've been seeing Elliot on and off throughout the years. And
What was that?
Reggie.
once a month for since look, man, I got nothing, okay?
Reggie.
Reggie, please.
All right. Before I even knew you guys, all right, he was the one who introduced me to you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chaz was right.
Look, I didn't know what he was doing with any of that information, okay? And I didn't have anything.
Wow. No. It's
No,
okay.
you didn't.
It's okay.
Is it okay?
She looks like she's about to cry.
Listen, I'm not blaming you, Reggie, but is it okay? We have entrusted a lot in each other, more than I have with anybody my entire unlife. At least for a very long time for me. And if those secrets, those things that I've shared with you are now in the hands of Lou, Elliot, and who knows who else, and I was thinking I was finally making some moves towards progress, but if those two have more over me, I'm never getting out of their thumb.
Mathias, it's not Reggie's fault.
I didn't say it was. I said it's not okay.
Okay.
Mercury and Venus come to your side, Mars, to comfort you. And there's a little pause. Then Mercury says, You kind of stood up to him. I don't really remember what you said, and I know you don't remember either, but you can do it.
If I did that, it's because I care about you. All of you. And sometimes you need to show that more than you can say it. But if they know things about me, things that I've tried to keep hidden from even you, then I won't be able to do anything. Just be stuck underneath their thumb forever.
All the more reason to get this door thing then, right?
Yeah.
Fox kind of shimmers into view from where she was sitting.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you guys went out and I just stayed here, so I don't know exactly what happened, but that's your ticket, right? That's the one thing you still have. It's the door.
We do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We haven't even yet decided where it's going or if we think we can hold on to it.
So let's talk about that now.
Well, I guess Lou Grand is off the table.
She's working with Elliot. I'm going to assume that Mars doesn't want anything to do with that.
You know, oddly enough, it twists my insides to not give it to her, but I feel like that's all the more reason to not.
The last thing I want is for somebody with a grudge and more information on us than anyone else has to become the prince.
I know. I'm in the same boat. Realistically, I'm just acknowledging that outside. So no, not Lou Grand.
Not Lou. Not Elliot. Not... Vivian is a good choice. Well, she does care primarily for her clan. She's been very helpful to us. And judging by her relationship with Mathias, she does have more humanity than people in her position would usually have.
Great. I'm glad we've come around to that after experiencing more tragedy when we could have already been on this earlier.
I don't know. I'm just worried about giving it to anyone. I don't know. I just feel like we
what
have...
else can we do, Mars?
I don't know. More than we can do without it.
I still have to meet with Clan Akata. They're gonna want it too.
Man, I don't want to give it to any of those fuckers. Sorry. But, like, all these people just have shit on us, and then we're supposed to get shit on them, and it's just like, I feel like we should just, like, throw the dang thing in the harbor. You know? Just say, like, F you to all of them.
If we
You
could,
know?
I would. But that's not an option.
I'm pretty sure if you did that, they would kill all of us.
This sucks.
Let me talk to Clan Hakata and see what they want with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to find out before we make any decisions in general, but...
I mean, we should also, not that I think this is an option, but Olga did say they would make Reggie wish they were dead if she doesn't get it.
But who cares about that?
Well, again, if it goes to Vivian, she's a Malkavian. She'll protect you.
Yeah.
I do feel like Vivian is maybe the least able to protect anyone of the options.
Why do you say that?
I mean, look, I'm not into politics. I just kind of watch what's going on. But you got, like, what? Olga, Lou, the Hikata. I don't know who else is on the list. But
Yeah, you weren't there for the rest of that.
The changelings.
the changelings, but those are kind of like an add-on to the others. Like, you could do that no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Same with the AI.
An AI? Oh, shit. You think that's an AI? I just thought it was like a really good hacker.
I'm pretty sure it's an AI.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what do they want? They want us just to...
They want us to bring something with us,
Yeah, I don't trust that.
which, not that this is a more important thing to talk about, but since you brought it up, Pox, going with the add-ons and the changelings, Timothy, I trust you.
Mhm.
But, quite frankly, you disappeared on us at the drop of a hat to go away with your friend, and if we enter the midnight door with the changelings, can we be certain you're not going to leave with them when things go bad?
I didn't want to leave you guys.
You did.
Not even a note.
No, I think I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, I don't think he had really a chance to leave a note.
No, there are things you do for the people you care about that defy reason and logic.
So the answer's no, then.
Timothy, we're not letting Evelyn get the door. I think that goes without saying.
I'm going to activate celerity, rapid reflexes.
Okay.
And I'm going to hug Mathias.
In the blink of an eye,
Thank you.
you are being hugged by a Bruja with potence, and there's a little bit of blood coming through onto your coat, but mostly it's just very tight.
It's right. Cold water, just soap. We know this.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to do the right thing.
I think at the start of the embrace, Mathias is very rigid.
Yeah.
And as you say that, like, he softens a little bit, both in terms of loosening his muscles and his facial expression. And I think he says, okay. I think at the very least, we know that Lila and Sandman can come with us.
I don't know. I just want to look into them a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. I want to know as much as I can.
I can do more research on changelings too, but I don't know how much that's going to net us. My books are less of the whimsical.
I might be able to find some things.
I just, don't like that they were watching us a lot. So that's my thing there, but I don't know if it's entirely bad to help them out. I just want to know.
I'm gonna, from deep from the Matthias's muffled shoulder.
Yeah, that was a really weird thing to say. Pox says, okay, so changelings are like a soft yes. The AI, I guess, is like a maybe. We're still not sure.
I have no idea what that thing wants to do.
Doesn't it sound like betraying the door or something if we just were to bring some piece of tech into it?
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but...
Well, I don't know. Like, it's been watching us, and we just bring this little computer thing that will, like, analyze the door. Like, I don't know. It just...
All I'm saying is I have, like, a locked folder on my hard drive that I can't get rid of, and I would like to get rid of it.
My thing with the AI is that I don't know what it wants. It claims to know what we want, and won't give us any insight into why it wants us to do this or what the outcome will be. And if it doesn't want to give us the outcome, then it's probably bad.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't really know either.
So, what I was saying earlier is Lou is probably the most powerful among the options in terms of who she's got in her pocket. Olga, I don't know if she has a lot of connections, but she and Ghost, they're strong by themselves. Vivian hasn't been Primogen that long, and nobody in Seattle likes Malkavians. If you give her the door and she becomes Prince, everyone's gonna be gunning for her.
That's what my thought was. Let me talk to the clan, because due to circumstances that I'm still not quite clear on myself, they might be a very valid option.
Yeah.
Mercury says, I understand Venus and I aren't part of your guys' whole thing, and that's fine. You don't have to include us. I just want to say, all of you, I appreciate that you've looked out for Mars and that you guys have all of your best interests at heart. If there's anything the two of us can do, you let us know.
Thanks, guys.
Especially you, Mathias.
I think Mathias looks a little confused at that, knowing that Timothy was the one who ran him over, but...
I know it's hard for a thin blood to stand up for themselves, much less other people. So
it was very commendable.
I wish I saw it myself. Well, I wish I remember it.
The van thing was also cool, Timothy. I've wanted to do that for a long time.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of fucked.
And with that, we will pan away from the double tap.
No, the episode's over already?
No, we still have 20
No.
minutes. I'm just ending the scene.
Okay, I was like, no.
I looked, I was like, that's 50 minutes. I was like, no, this is not a short episode. There's shit to do.
So, I guess we have...
I would like one more thing.
Okay.
Mercury, Venus.
Hi.
I know you said that Elliot doesn't have as much sway on you guys.
Maybe. That's not a guarantee. It's just he doesn't seem to use it as much if he does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you're not under as much scrutiny, see what you can find out about your blood.
Oh, okay. She looks at Venus, and Venus is like, ooh, can I look at it under a microscope? And Mercury's like, that's not going to help. We gotta, we'll go talk to...
I mean, you don't know that, but...
Okay, fine. We'll go get a microscope then, and I guess we'll talk to Runa and...
Yeah, talking to Runa.
What did you say? The Daughters of Cacophony?
Yeah.
Cacophony.
Talking to Runa about it is probably a good idea.
Rachel, make a frenzy check.
No,
not
every time.
Just the first
Okay.
time.
That's good.
Yeah. We'll look into it.
All right, thank you.
And we pull away.
As you guys are leaving the double tap, Timothy, you load into your van and the radio comes on. And you hear Maud's voice go, Timothy. That was rad as hell, Timothy.
Not what I was expecting.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember? Okay, well, I remember it. I remember getting rammed into a little black town car. I remember knocking a little lady's head loose. And I remember that my front bumper fell off. So, you're going to fix that. But I just wanted to say good job for sticking up for your friend.
What are we talking about?
I'll tell you about it later. Why don't we get out of here? Because people are going to stare. You've had your hazards on for like 45 minutes.
Can you drive?
Sorry, you've had my hazards on for like 45. You don't want me to drive. Do you remember what happened in Portland?
I'm just so tired.
Okay, I'll go slow. And then the gas pedal slams down and she tears out in the parking lot. So, we have a soft decision on our plans, and it is now up to you guys. Just any last research or details you guys want to cover before you make your move, whatever that looks like. To start us off, Mathias, probably toward dawn on Monday night, you get a text from Teddy. First it says, hey, this is Teddy, because you didn't have his number before.
He changed it.
And then it's just like, penthouse, ?
I reply with, we'll talk soon, your place or mine.
Dealer's choice.
Well, he did say he needed access to my library and research anyway, so
That's true.
I guess mine.
Okay. So tomorrow night you'll meet with Teddy. Everyone can go ahead and clear willpower equal to the higher of their resolve or composure. Tuesday night, April 20th, I think.
420, bro.
God damn it. Shut up. Okay, this is happening on Wednesday. April 21st.
No!
Reggie, we can do your thing on 420.
Yeah.
At 69 o'clock.
Weed isn't drugs, though.
April 21st. Actually, Mathias's thing is also drugs.
420.
Okay. All right,
Just
it's all
do
happening
it.
on Tuesday. That's fine.
Send it.
Matthias, you're at the prop theater. Your pigeons are watching you as you enter and tidy the place up a little bit for Teddy's arrival. He shows up at probably about 9 or 10 o'clock. By the way, everyone make a rouse check for me.
Sure.
Timothy, if you would like to heal one of those aggravated damage, you may make 3 additional rouse checks.
A success for my rouse check again.
That's a success for me.
Oh, I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry, Jonas.
Okay, not that bad, Timothy. So you may heal one of those 3 aggravated damage.
Damn.
Teddy arrives. He's in a more kind of casual outfit. He's got like just a regular, like a black t-shirt, a jacket, jeans, rolls up, comes in through the main doors, is walking down the center aisle of the auditorium. He's like, oh, yeah. Good old prophecy. You just love hurting yourself, don't you, Maddie?
Yeah, it's a talent.
Good line, Casey. Teddy comes up. He's like, so, where do you want to start? Books, penthouse?
Probably easiest to start at the penthouse and then move into the books, I guess.
Yeah. So just for the sake of not recapping the entire adventure we just had, is there anything about the cross-deck penthouse or what you found there that you leave out when talking to Teddy?
No, I don't think so. Not at this point.
Okay. So Teddy takes that all in, and he's thinking you guys maybe take a seat in your little study area. He's like, fuck. Okay, so this door thing is bigger than I thought, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of been the biggest thing going on for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, but if the prince was in on it, maybe we should have put more resources that way.
Well, you have him now.
Yeah. You said the vines had blood, and Timothy drank out of the vines,
Yeah.
and he seemed fine?
Didn't seem to frenzy or anything. No. I tried sniffing it out, but I couldn't really get a sense of resonance from it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Didn't you collect some blood?
I collected the vines.
Oh, I thought you collected blood too.
Well, there's blood in the vines, so.
Yeah, you have some clippings. Do you show those to him?
Yes.
He takes the baggie, looks it over, pulls out one of the leaves, sniffs it, licks it.
What?
Oh, Mathias. He reaches out, he pinches your cheek. Mathias, you are the luckiest boy in Seattle.
What?
I can't believe they let a thin blood into his pen and they let you walk away with this?
What is it?
I don't know, but it's gonna work.
And I think Mathias is looking at him quizzically at first, and then his face gets serious and he says, Sugar?
Tit for tat, Mathias, you gave me what you promised, so let me give you what I promised. We've been working on this for a while. Octave is a contact who's got something going on in his blood. We can extract that, distill it down, mix it with some other reagents, and it makes a delectable blue substance that we have come to call sugar. It's been going through coffee shops, back rooms, shipping pallets. That's where it got the name.
I guess that makes sense. I've heard it's not very sweet.
No, yeah, it's gross, but it works. It sates the hunger. And if your blood's a little too thick, it also drives you crazy. That was a safety mechanism we installed to make sure it was only useful for us, present company excluded.
So then, what's the plan with it? To have it out there so everybody starts going crazy except for us? You?
Pretty much, yeah.
And what, you don't think people are gonna start catching on and not drinking it?
It's not about whether or not they do drink it. It's about whether or not they can resist. And if this stuff can turn a kindred back to mortal, well, it's another toy in the toy box.
Oh, it doesn't last very long. Tried timing it, maybe about 10 minutes.
You've got tricks, equipment, alchemy.
And what's your plan then? To just have the tower collapse, have them all go insane, break the masquerade, and then what?
Oh, we don't need them all to go insane. We don't need them to break the masquerade. This was never about war. We're not trying to start anything. We're just preparing for the end times.
Don't tell me you've bought into that Nodus crap.
It's not... Look, Mathias, Gehenna came and went. You know why? Because it was never real. Gehenna's not a time. It's not a place. It's a state of mind. The ivory tower is crumbling. The Second Inquisition are ripping apart kindred domains all across the country. Masquerade is feeble. You know how hard it is to dodge prying eyes with cameras in everyone's phones? Who's best equipped to survive? Us. You, most of all, with your little day drinking.
Yeah.
We are the new kindred. We're the only ones that matter. I tried to tell Cassandra that. Thought she and her little club would agree, but she blew me off. Said it wasn't the way she liked to do things. That's fine. She's still welcome when the tower crumbles.
Look, I agree. I think we are 2.0, so to speak. With the things that we can do with alchemy, we can do everything that they can. But not all of them are Lou Grand. Not all of them are Alex Cross. And if that Second Inquisition makes its way to Seattle and starts knocking on our door, there will be thin bloods caught in the crossfire. You know that. Hell, they might even start throwing us across enemy lines. We just need to take into account what the total cost of this is going to be.
There's that Mathias I know and loved. We're gonna die no matter what, Mathias. If we don't burn in the fires of the Inquisition, the tower is going to tear our heads off, rip out our hearts. Or if we're lucky, we get to just let them walk over us forever. Well, I'd rather die first. So does everyone that I'm working with. If all you care about is staying alive, maybe I was wrong. You have a chance at a future, Mathias. I'd die for that.
And where did Ajax fit into your future?
A pawn, distributor, got too cocky for his own good. You took him out.
Yeah, well, he's dealt with. I think I have gotten tired of sitting on the sidelines. I'm tired of people walking over me, but I don't know if this is the most effective way of going about it. I'm not saying I won't help. I'm just saying be open for suggestions.
Teddy's face kind of reverts into his club owner mask, and he puts his arms out wide and he says, I'm open, Mathias. I've been working at this for years. So if you think you've got something good, lay it on me. Maybe something in that door of yours. Until then, I'm going to keep doing what works.
All right, fine. You wanted to look at the library?
Cracks his knuckles. Can't think of a good line.
Let's get some learning.
Me a library
I'm trying to think of, I'm trying to think of some reference to it, to like that, but like...
His vampire council has long been overdue.
Adventure's
learning
not
ain't
hard.
Yeah, there you go. Alchemy ain't hard. When you got a library card.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see you next week.
Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
On the same evening, elsewhere in Seattle,
Yeah.
you get a text to go to a specific street corner where you are picked up by a long black car with the same driver that's been...
Hey, how you doing?
Doesn't say anything, opens the door for you to get in.
Thanks. Mark?
Closes the door behind you.
I wasn't Mark. I'll get it one of these afternoons. Evenings? It's not... Can't do afternoon anymore. Isn't that weird?
Turns the AC up a little bit more. And takes you downtown to Volantis Inc., where you are once again shown through the doors onto the elevator up to Ulysses' office. You go in, you see he's standing by the window looking out over Seattle. Before the doors open, he is already speaking to you. You just kind of hear him halfway through a sentence of like, I was hoping to speak to you myself. Take a seat, Reggie.
Yeah. All right. It goes over, plops down in the chair.
His gaze sweeps across the Seattle skyline one more time before he comes over and sits down at his desk across from you. Reaches out, he's got one of those little Newton's Cradle desk toys and starts it swinging. You wanted to speak about the Oculus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, some shit's about to go down with it.
Indeed. You may be aware that the elder kindred of this city are somewhat locked in a stalemate, waiting for someone to pull the thread, trigger a skirmish with a princedom.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, I'm sure you already know. I've already had my life threatened, well, I guess it didn't really threaten my life, but more we're like, gonna make it worse than if you were alive, which I have no doubt she can do that. But, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's gonna go down soon. I just wanted to, check in. You got a plan for that?
Well, I must confess that all of my plans were recently turned upside down after the final death of my son.
You had a lot of plans hinged on him?
I tried.
I could see where it went wrong.
Jeez.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't have that soft of a spot for him. I'll try and I'll be better.
Thank you. He may not have been a good man, but he was my son. No, Reggie, I'm afraid there is not much I can help you with this. You have access to information that I do not.
No.
And whatever...
I'm not looking for help with it. I'm just saying it's going to be an opportunity. I don't know what for, but, I mean, hey, wars are always a good way to make money.
Well, then I suppose your decision is made for you.
And, I'm sorry, I'm not really getting a vision right now. What decision would that be?
If it's profit you want, we would be best advantaged by the praxis of Vivian O. as Malkavians. Truthfully, I don't care who becomes prince as long as it's not Olga.
I agree with you there.
I understand that she has made threats on life. I will protect you as best as I can.
I'm sure I can figure it out. But, I've heard a lot of these primogens prattle on about the status and stature of each of us as individuals, and, I was just curious. It came up in conversation. How do you feel about thin bloods?
What a face that was.
Ulysses narrows his eyes. Ulysses is going to roll an insight check on you, Reggie.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
It's definitely a question that is partially fueled by the fact that he is super high right now, and she just, things are going to slip out a little bit more easily with these wheels greased.
Yeah. So first you see him kind of concentrate, and you feel there's kind of a static buzzing in your mind, and then he kind of tilts back and then just tries to read your expression.
Yes.
You may roll if you want, or else you can just tell me what you think he understands based on the result of his insight test.
Okay. I like that.
He got 4 successes.
He got 4 successes. Reggie is not probably the hardest to read right now,
Yep.
And one is genuinely interested in what he has to say and is hoping that it is... I mean, maybe he could tell this through an expression. How much can you really tell through an expression? But Reggie is hoping that he's like, thin bloods are fine, or I don't really care.
Okay.
It's something better than, I hate them. They're disgusting.
Well, in truth, Reggie, I had never given much thought to them. They are beneath my notice. I have larger concerns in my portfolio. Do you know why thin bloods are so despised?
I feel like somebody said something about how they're going to cause the end of the world.
Indeed. The fact of the matter is they are not going to cause the end of the world. They already did. So I don't really care what happens to them now. As far as I'm concerned, they are just like the rest of us, if slightly less accomplished.
You say that, and I believe you. You know more things than I do. But I got another little theory on this end of the world kind of thing. I think it's all these vampires in their ivory towers. Kindred, I'm so sorry. I'm learning, I promise you. These kindred, she almost does it again immediately.
Yeah.
But the kindred. And they're, ivory towers, no offense, but these primogen who don't want to see change. But I think they're going to bring about that change. And I think it's in our best interest, well, your best interest, I ain't that far along yet, to be ahead of that and be ready for it. Because as we were just talking about, there's money to be made.
Roll charisma persuasion, Reggie.
Wow.
Woo!
And I will give you
We're going to surge the blood
3
on that
bonus
one.
dice.
Whoa!
And search the blood. Do both.
I'm gonna do both.
I didn't realize I was watching Lord of War right now. Jesus.
I just want to say, Reggie this whole time is in the chair with like their knees up, like sitting so weirdly. Yeah, let's do the rouse check first. I get a little hungry.
That's fine.
All right.
Expected.
All right. My persuasion is a 1.
Yep. But you made a good argument, so that's the bonus dice.
Come on, baby. Come on. 5 successes. I will willpower reroll.
Yeah, reroll those 2 dice.
Try for that
dice.
spicy crit.
2 dice?
I would love a crit
yep.
here.
Come on, baby. Come on. That's
There's a crit! That's a crit!
8 successes. That's what you want.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
Oh my god, such big numbers. Oh.
Holy! Oh my god!
Ooh, baby.
Wow.
I just want to say, this is not because Reggie feels guilty.
No.
This was always the plan.
Oh my god.
And as you say that, you're looking for a response, and you realize that the toy, the little clacking balls going back and forth, has stopped.
Ooh.
The rightmost pendulum has just frozen, arced in midair, as if hanging from a wire. And as you're looking at that and thinking, okay, what's going on in my head right now? Ulysses stands up out of his chair and goes over to the window and kind of nods his head slightly for you to follow.
Reggie gets up, falls over. Reggie's like half the size of him, I imagine, as well. Or like 2/3 the size.
Yeah, he's a good 6'2" or something.
Yeah, Reggie's like 4'4", I think.
So you look out over the city of Seattle, the water, streets, the lights, and Ulysses kind of looks just over the city for a moment. You kind of are following his gaze, looking for the lights to tell you something. You see that the movement in the city has frozen as well.
Ooh.
And Ulysses looks down at you and says, "To be caught in a moment, on the edge of a precipice. The choice is to fall, or to fly." He grips your shoulder and leaps through the window with you into the open air.
Yes.
And so closes another chapter.
No!
They died together.
You can't do that!
They
No,
died
it's
together.
Oh, baby.
No!
I don't know how I'm going to pick that up next week, to be honest.
No idea.
Asset acquired. War effort.
That's fucking...
Holy shit.
I should go. Thank you all for listening.
Trying
for
to get that
playing.
true
I love
ending.
Rachel's face right now. Hold on, let me screenshot that. Yep. Okay, good. Thank you.
It's going right there on the refrigerator. That way everyone will see it every day.
It's just, that's going in RB Jester's Discord as a reaction image.
Before we jump into our regularly scheduled plugs, a quick message from our friends over at the AARPGs podcast.
Are you looking for an actual play podcast with young, hot role players, disciplined professional voice actors, and wholesome content? Well, this isn't that podcast. AARPG is an adults-only podcast with interviews, actual play stories where...
Excuse me, Matt, why do you sound like you've been chain smoking since you were a toddler?
What do you mean?
The voice. You don't have to do that voice, man.
I don't?
Nah, just tell them that we're a group of old friends who like to get together, hang out, play lots of different types of games, and we want them to feel like they're sitting at the table with us. And they can find us just by searching for the AARPG podcast on their favorite podcatcher and at the AARPGs on YouTube.
Plugmaster?
It is I, the Plug Master. First to plug, Jonas.
Oh shit. I'm going to plug Seattle. What a good city it's been to us. Visit Seattle, folks.
Visit Seattle, everyone.
Yeah.
Sure
Take pictures
is.
of the Space Needle.
Good job. Casey, you plug.
If you're listening to this episode on the day that it comes out, Monday, June 3rd, then tonight you should head over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/rpjesters, where we're going to be playing Love, Career, and Magic. It's a RPG game that is a mix between D&D and reality TV shows with amazing art made by Pegasus Games. We're going to be playing that tonight on our Twitch channel at 8 p.m. So if you want to witness the hilarity of us trying to follow the whims of our producers, then join us at twitch.tv/rpjesters tonight at 8 p.m. We'll see you there.
Incredible. Love it. Rachel, your turn.
Right now? Now?
No,
Right now.
the moment has passed. Andrew.
Go check out Majora's Rose on Twitch. And after you do that, go give a look at Rachel.Kordell on socials.
Just Rachel Kordell.
It's not that there's no...
There's no
Oh,
dot.
no, fuck.
You
Go
ruined
look
it.
at Rachel Kordell on socials.
Rachel.
They could
Kordell.
also They could also watch me in a TTRPG collective stream on YouTube where we played Night Witches. That VOD is up, and you can check that out, and that was fun.
Woo!
That was months ago.
I'm
Are you living in a moment?
I'm broken.
Are you stuck in the precipice of a moment?
I am, actually. That's what
Are you
this
going
feels
to
like.
fall? Or are you going to
craziest
fly?
part, that wasn't a vision, and we're both just fully dead. They just smack the episode intro, smack into the pavement.
Ulysses is still a Malkavian.
Oh, there's also that Spotify playlist or that YouTube playlist. Like, you could also listen to that too. That's pretty interesting now.
Tonight's song on Rachel's Spotify or the RP Gestures YouTube.
Yeah, it's there.
Woo.
Great plug, Anchel. Sky.
I don't have a bit this week. Oh,
Very
God.
well. I'll just die
forgot.
over here then.
No, Papa! Papa, come back!
Good night,
So much
Master.
is happening.
President time, you can't die. Not
Sweet
till next
dreams.
week.
Plug Master, do you wish that he could be revived? Well, you can only do that by leaving us a 5-star review. That's right. It was the bit the whole time. Seth and I planned this 2 months ago.
Oh my God! Oh,
Please go leave a review for RP Jesters wherever you can leave us a review. We would sure love to see your support for the podcast. So many people already have, and we love to see it. So keep doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, the fire department will be faster than the hospital ambulance.
Complete.
Good
Good night.
Good night.
Good completion. Good morning.
Holy shit. Holy shit.